So Google just went and dropped this incredibly powerful and, yeah, free AI tool that seems to be flying completely under the radar. It's called AI Studio, and its latest update, honestly, it's a total game changer. Today, we are going to put it through its paces and see what this thing can really do. To really set the stage, let's just start with this quote from Ali H. Salem. It's a pretty bold claim, right? It just perfectly captures this feeling that something huge just landed, maybe while nobody was looking. It definitely creates a ton of intrigue, so let's see if it actually lives up to all that hype. And look, we're not just going to talk about it, we are getting hands-on. In this explainer, we're going to build a whole application without writing a single line of code. Then we'll generate a marketing video from just a text prompt and even try to make sense of a super dense financial report. I know, it's ambitious, but it's the perfect way to show off just how versatile this tool really is. Okay, so here's our roadmap for this little tour. First, we'll decode the interface. Then, we're going to build that app from scratch. After that, we'll dive into its media creation tools, learn how to chat with our data, and finally, we'll step back and look at what all this really means for the future of creation.
All right, let's dive right in. Now, I'll be honest, when you first open up AI Studio, it can look a little intimidating. There's a lot going on. But I promise you, it's so much simpler than it looks. We're going to break it all down into easy, understandable pieces.
Really, the easiest way to get your head around the layout is to just think of it in 3 zones. Over on the left, you've got your modes. That's where you pick what you want to do. The giant space in the middle, that's your workspace, where all the magic happens. And then on the right, you have your settings for tweaking everything. That's it. Pretty simple, right?
So let's focus on those modes on the left for a second. There are really only 4 you need to know to master this thing. Build is for creating apps. Generate is your go-to for making videos, audio, all that good stuff. Chat is for having conversations and analyzing data. And stream is for real-time interaction. You get these 4, you've basically mastered the entire tool.
Okay, let's jump into the build mode, because this is where some of the most mind-blowing updates have happened. And this is more than just a party trick. It's really about making it possible for anyone to create software. And what better way to check it out than with a fun little example? So if you're a Big Bang Theory fan, you're gonna love this. We're gonna build a fun with flags guessing game. And the craziest part? We're not writing any code. We're just gonna give the AI a single, detailed text prompt that describes the game we want. This is where an idea can literally become an app. No programming degree required. And just like that, bazinga. It actually works. The AI just takes our prompt, figures out the problem, writes all the code behind the scenes, and boom, we have a working app. I think it's safe to say Sheldon would have been pretty proud of this one. It's so cool seeing an idea just spring to life that fast. But what if we want to change something or add a new feature? Well, it's as easy as just asking. Let's add a scoreboard. We'll tell it to count right answers as correctum flagorum and wrong ones as flagrant error, just to have some fun. And this is the key takeaway. You can build and improve your app just by talking to it in plain English. All right, next up, let's check out the generate mode. Now, this isn't just a random collection of tools. It's more like having your own personal media factory right at your fingertips. For creators, for marketers, this could completely change how content gets made. It's a huge leveler of the playing field. So inside this mode, you've got this whole suite of really powerful tools. You've got VO for making video from text. You've got Nano Banana, which has been a total viral sensation for editing images. Gemini handles text-to-speech with really fine-tuned control. And Laya can even generate instrumental music on the fly. It's a full-on creative toolkit. So let's put VO to the test. We're going to ask it to create a commercial for a weightlifting shoe. And the result is pretty impressive. The shoe looks great, but what's really hilarious is the AI's interpretation of a deadlift. Let's just say its form is creative. It's a good reminder that even though these tools are powerful, they definitely still have their quirks. And now for the viral star of the show, Nano Banana. Its real power isn't just generating images. It's in the editing. Right here, we're taking a pretty casual, kind of awkward thumbnail photo and asking it to turn it into a professional CV picture, suit and all. And this just perfectly shows its magic. The result is shockingly good. So why is everyone talking about Nano Banana? Well, it solves 3 massive headaches for creators. First, it keeps characters and styles consistent, which is huge. Second, you do all the edits just by chatting with it. And third, it can even merge elements from totally different photos into one seamless picture. It's a real game changer. All right, let's switch gears from creating things to analyzing them. The chat mode basically turns AI Studio into this superpowered research assistant. It can pull out insights from data that used to require a whole team of analysts. It's really about making complex information accessible to absolutely everyone. And its power really comes down to this number, 1 million tokens. So what does that even mean? It means it has a massive memory, a huge context window. To put that in perspective for you, that's like dropping in 8 full-length novels at once and asking the AI to analyze all of them together. Honestly, it's pretty wild. Now, here's something that's really, really smart. It's a feature called grounding. See, when you're dealing with facts and data, you need accuracy. Grounding is basically a built-in fact checker. It forces the AI to double-check its answers against Google search, which seriously cuts down on errors, or what people call hallucinations. Okay, so let's put this to a real-world test. Instead of novels, we're going to upload something just as dense, if not more so, Microsoft's entire annual report. This is a document that is just overwhelming for any one person to read through. Our goal? Have the AI do the heavy lifting and just pull out the key insights for us. And check this out. Here's what it came back with. It immediately identifies the main pillar of their strategy. It structures the answer in this really clear, top-down, almost consulting style. It pulls out 5 super relevant points, and, this is crucial, it's honest about what it can't find. It actually tells us when specific data isn't in the report. This is so incredibly useful. So, we've seen it build an app, generate professional-looking media, and analyze a dense corporate report. When you start to put all these pieces together, you really start to get a picture of the future. Let's look at the final feature, and then we'll tie this all together. The last mode, Stream, is all about real-time interaction. I mean, imagine having a totally natural conversation with the AI, or pointing your phone's camera at, say, a burst pipe and getting step-by-step instructions on how to fix it. You could even share your screen and get instant analysis on whatever you're looking at. It really turns the AI from just a tool into a true real-time partner. So when it comes down to it, here's the bottom line. Google AI Studio isn't just one thing. It's an app builder, it's a media factory, it's a research analyst, and it's a creative partner all packed into one interface. And maybe the most incredible part of all of this, it is completely free to get started and use. And all of this leaves us with a final, really big question to think about. When the barrier to entry gets this low, when a single text prompt can produce a working app or a polished video, what does it actually mean to be a creator anymore? What skills suddenly become way more valuable and which ones don't? It's a fascinating thing to consider as these tools just keep getting better.